Good morning, my dear students. Are you fine there? Welcome to our second biology class. Yes, I am your Destiny ma'am. In the last class, we studied about microorganisms. What all we studied in the last class? Okay, just recap all that. What are microorganisms? Just think, what are microorganisms? Microorganisms are the living organism which cannot be seen with our unaided eyes but can be seen with the help of a microscope or a magnifying glass or magnifying lens. Okay, and we discussed about who is the father of microbiology. As you said, Antony van Leeuwenhoek is the father of microbiology. Where we can see these microorganisms? We can see microorganisms everywhere in the extreme conditions like a hot spring to ice cold areas, desert to marshy land, in acidic basic, everywhere we can see microorganisms. And also we also discussed about types of microorganisms. Mainly 4 types of microorganisms: bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, and the final one, virus. Virus has some specialities that we discussed in the last class. Today we are going to study types of microorganisms in some more details. So shall we start the class? Types of microorganisms. Types of microorganisms. Did you remember the types of microorganism? Yes, first one is bacteria. I know you are familiar with bacteria. Do you know who is the first one who observed bacteria through magnifying glass? Yes, it's Antony van Leeuwenhoek. In 1670s, Antony van Leeuwenhoek is the father of microbiology. He observed bacteria first through a simple microscope. Then the scientist starts to study about this bacteria in detail. Then they realize that we can see bacteria in different shapes. Like the bacteria may be in circular or spherical in shape. The bacteria can be in spherical shape, or this bacteria can be in road shaped, just like a road. It can be in road shape, or it can be in a comma shaped. Bacteria can be a comma shaped, or it can be like a spiral shaped. So scientists realized that bacteria, we can see bacteria in different shapes. It may be in spherical shape, it may be road shape, it may be comma shape, or it can be in spiral shape. Spherical shaped bacteria are called cocci. The word cocci, it's a Latin word, it means sphere. Spherical shaped bacteria is called cocci. Road shaped bacteria is called bacilli. Comma shaped bacteria is called vibrio, and spiral shaped bacteria is called spirochete. So spherical shaped bacteria is called cocci, road shaped bacteria is called bacilli, comma shaped bacteria is called vibrio, and spiral shaped bacteria is called spirochete. These are the major different shapes of bacteria. Now we are going to study some names of bacteria. For example of a bacilli or example of a road shaped bacteria is Lactobacillus. This is the name of a bacteria. It's a scientific name. So we should write it in italics, or in normal letters it should be underlined. So you should write the name of bacteria in italics or just simply underline this word. So it will be better for you. Lactobacillus. This bacteria is our friend. That means it's very beneficial for us because we are using this bacteria to make curd from milk. To make curd from milk, we can use this lactobacillus. And also to make pickle, we can use this lactobacillus bacteria. And also for making, and also this lactobacillus helps for digestion. This bacteria is present inside our body, in the intestine part of our body, and it helps us for digestion. So lactobacillus is our friend because it helps us to make curd from milk, it helps us to make pickle, it helps in our digestion. Okay. Then did you heard about the disease cholera? Cholera. Yes, it caused by a microorganism, or it caused by a bacteria called Vibrio cholerae. Hope you clear that. So cholera is the disease caused by a comma shaped bacteria called Vibrio cholerae. So this is our enemy because it caused the disease. Which disease? It caused the disease cholera. So this is all about bacteria. Bacteria can be in different shape. Spherical shaped bacteria is cocci, rod shaped bacteria is bacilli, comma shaped bacteria is vibrio, and spiral shaped bacteria is called spirochete. Lactobacillus is a rod shaped bacteria. Lactobacillus is our friend because it helps us to make curd from milk, it helps us to make pickle, it help in the digestion. Vibrio cholerae is our enemy because it causes many diseases like cholera. Hope you clear the point. So bacteria are our friends. It is beneficial for us, but it are our foe because it can cause many diseases. Okay. Yes. Coming to the next one, it's fungi. I know you are familiar with the word fungi, but actually what does this fungi means? In Malayalam we called it poopal. Okay, that's fungi. Fungi in nature, it can be assessed as unicellular or multicellular. In nature, we can see unicellular fungi or multicellular fungi. In the last class, we discussed what is unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular means the organism have only one cell. Multicellular means the organism have two or more cells. Example for unicellular fungi is yeast. Are you familiar with this yeast? I am sure your parents will be very familiar with this word yeast, especially your mother, because we are using this yeast in our kitchen. For making idli, dosha, appam, we are using this yeast. So we can use this yeast to make food. Okay. Then coming to multicellular fungi, one of the example is bread mold. Bread mold. I think you are familiar with this. Did you observe a greyish white patches present in the bread like this? A greyish white patches present in the bread. That means the bread is not good for eat. This is formed because, or if we are keeping a piece of bread outside, especially in moist condition, fungus will grow in the bread and form some greyish white patches in the bread. So this greyish white patches is the growth of fungi. Actually, when we observe these patches under a magnifying lens or a microscope, we can see a structure like this. We can see a slender structure like this, and in the top of the structure there will be a round-ended structure. This is the fungus. This fungus is a multicellular fungus. It will grow in the bread as colonies. So this colony we are observing with our naked eyes like greyish white patches. So fungi, it can be unicellular or multicellular. Example for unicellular fungi is yeast that we are used for making food. Example for multicellular fungi is bread mold, which is not good. That means bread mold is our enemy because it decay or spoil our food. This is the fungus. This will grow as colonies in the bread. Then we will observe some grayish white patches. So is this bread is edible? Absolutely no. So this fungus will spoil the food. This fungus is beneficial for us to make the food. Students, I know you are familiar with the dandruff. Dandruff also is a fungus. Is dandruff is good for your hair? No. It also fungus. So fungus can be our friends. It can be our foe. Okay, then coming to the third microorganism category, it is algae. Do you know algae? What is algae? Algae means pile that we can see in our surrounding, especially in rainy season. So this algae also in nature exists as unicellular or multicellular. An example for unicellular algae is Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas. It is given in your textbook. In your textbook there is a picture of Chlamydomonas. It should be like this. And it have a tail like this. There are some other cell organelles for this Chlamydomonas and it have a tail. This is for the movement of Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas is a water living microorganism. We can see this Chlamydomonas in water. This tail helps this Chlamydomonas to move in the water. And example for multicellular algae is Spirogyra. The picture of Spirogyra is also given in your textbook. It is multicellular. Just like this, it is multicellular and there will be a ribbon-like structure inside. Like this, a ribbon-like structure present inside. So this is Spirogyra. Do you know this Spirogyra is edible? That means we can eat Spirogyra and it is very costly, but it is very good for your health. So coming to the point, algae, it can be unicellular or multicellular. Example for unicellular algae is Chlamydomonas. We can see Chlamydomonas in water. And example for multicellular algae is Spirogyra. This is the picture of Spirogyra. Okay students, did you notice in some water bodies we can see water in green color. In some areas water can be in blue color or water can be in red color. Why it's so? It because of the growth of this algae. Especially in the ponds near the temple region, we can see green color water bodies or green color water in the ponds. It is due to the growth of algae. Water get color red, green like that. It is due to the growth of algae. Actually, it is a pollution. It's not good for the fishes in that pond. It will cause many difficulties for the fish. So, it's a type of pollution caused by algae. Hope you clear the point. In some water bodies, we can see water in red color or in green color. It is due to the overgrowth of some algae. It's a type of pollution. It's a type of water pollution. So, algae also, they are our friends because example Spirogyra, it is edible. We can eat Spirogyra. It's good for our health. But there are some algae which may cause water pollution. So, they are our enemies. They are our friend. Coming to the fourth type of microorganism, it's protozoans. Protozoan mostly seen in unicellular. It mostly exists in nature as unicellular. I know you are familiar with amoeba. It's a protozoa. Amoeba. It's a protozoa. Mostly they are aquatic. And also one more example for protozoa is Paramecium. This amoeba can cause many diseases, especially dysentery. Do you know the structure of amoeba? It's very simple. It's just an irregular structure like this, and some substance will be present inside amoeba. So this is amoeba. It can cause the disease dysentery. And some protozoans are very helpful because they will help in agriculture. So protozoa are also our friends because they help in agriculture. They are our enemies because protozoa like amoeba can cause many diseases like dysentery. Hope you understand that. Then what about virus? Virus is also a microorganism which can cause many diseases like coronavirus, Nipah virus. You all are familiar with that. So virus are our enemy which can cause many diseases. They are our friends too. We can use this virus for many research purpose. So all the microorganisms, they are our friends, they are our enemy. They are our friends in many ways, they are our enemy in many other ways. Hope you clear. Okay, just conclude that we have studied now microorganisms is our friend and foe. How this microorganism is our friend? Microorganisms helps to make food. Which type of food? It helps to make curd, it helps to make pickle, it helps to make cheese, it helps to make wine, alcohol, like that. So microorganisms are our friend. It helps us to make different types of food. And second help us that microorganisms helps to make medicines. Are you familiar with the word antibiotic? Okay, if you have some fever or any disease, you will go to or you will consult a doctor. Doctor will give you many medicines. Maybe he will give you some antibiotics. This antibiotic, or we can produce this antibiotic from microorganisms. So, from microorganisms we can produce medicines like antibiotics, vaccine, and hormones like insulin. Did you heard about insulin? The sugar patients will inject this insulin to their body. This insulin is actually produced from microorganisms. So from microorganisms we can make food, we can make medicines, and the third one is they are useful for cleaning. How this microorganisms helps in cleaning? These microorganisms convert organic waste into useful product. These microorganisms convert organic waste into useful product. For example, organic waste like waste from vegetables, that means vegetable peels. We will throw it outside in the soil or we will dump it outside. Just observe it after 3 to 4 days. Can you see that waste in that soil? Absolutely no, because microorganism will work on that organic waste and convert that organic waste into some useful product. This product will dissolve in the soil. So, in the cleaning purpose, this microorganism is very helpful. And the fourth one is this microorganism increase soil fertility. Microorganisms increase soil fertility. How does increase soil fertility? It is by nitrogen fixation. Microorganism increase soil fertility by nitrogen fixation. Actually, this nitrogen fixation is done by a bacteria called rhizobium. We will discuss more about this nitrogen fixation later. Now, just remind us, microorganisms are our friend because it increases the soil fertility by nitrogen fixation. Rhizobium is the microorganism responsible for this nitrogen fixation. So, they are our friend. This microorganism are our enemy. How it is our enemy? It will cause disease. Just like cholera, dysentery, like that. And it will cause spoilage of food. It will make the food not good for eat. That means it spoil the food. and other one is that pollution. That we discussed, algae can cause water pollution. So microbes are our friend. It helps to make food, medicines, cleaning purpose, and it increases the soil fertility. Microorganisms are our foe, or it is our enemy, because it can cause disease. It will result in the spoilage of food. It will cause the pollution of water. Hope you clear the point. Next is making of curd. Students, do you know how we are making curd? Yes, we are making it from milk. We can make curd from milk. How we are making curd from milk? I am sure your parents will know that. If this is milk, we will add a small amount of curd. A small amount of curd into the milk. After one day or 24 hours, the milk will completely converted into curd. This is the process. But what is the biological process occurring behind that? In the curd, there is a lot of lactobacillus bacteria. There is a lot of lactobacillus bacteria. Lactobacillus is a rod-shaped bacteria which is present in the curd. That we discussed sometime before. Lactobacillus is a bacteria present in the curd. We are introducing this lactobacillus bacteria into the milk. This bacteria will grow in the milk. After one day, this bacteria will convert the milk into the curd. So, how we can make curd? Just adding some curd which contains the bacteria lactobacillus. So, lactobacillus is responsible for making curd from the milk. You want to learn this name, lactobacillus. Bacillus means this bacteria is in rod shape. Bacillus means this bacteria is a rod shape like this. The bacteria will be like this. Lacto means which sugar is present in milk? Lactose is the sugar present in the milk. That's why this bacteria called this name lactobacillus. So lactobacillus is responsible for making curd from the milk. Now we can move to another topic, making of bread. Do you know how to make bread? It's very simple. Take some flour. It may be wheat flour or maida. Just add some warm water. And next add some yeast. Yeast is a unicellular fungi. It is a microorganism. Then we will get a dough. Using that dough, we can prepare the bread. What is the biological process behind this? If we prepare the dough in a beaker, it will be only this much dough will be there. We are mixing this dough or we are mixing this flour with warm water and yeast. After 3 to 4 hours, this flour will be raised like this. It will be raised like this. How is possible? The yeast microorganism present in the flour will work with the water and the flour and result in the formation of carbon dioxide gas. Due to this presence of carbon dioxide, the flour raised. So now this flour is very soft. We can make soft bread using this flour. So just add warm water and yeast to this flour. After 2-3 hours, we can see this flour is or this dough is raised. It is due to the production of carbon dioxide. Now this dough is very soft. Using the soft dough, we can produce very soft bread. Okay, students. Today we discussed about types of microorganisms in detail, and also we studied that microorganisms are our friends in different ways and they are our foe. That means they are our enemies in some other ways. And also today we discussed how to make curd. What's the role of microorganisms in making curd and the role of microorganisms in making bread. It's well explained in your textbook. Just read your textbook. That's all for today. Let's see you in next class. Take care. Bye.